Hey, it's Bill McRae. I want to talk to you about why people get dropped by their autoresponder. I mean, I see this a lot, a lot. I just got dropped by Aweber. I just got dropped by GetResponse. I just got dropped by Amazon. You name it, whoever the autoresponder is, they do drop people. Now, a lot of people seek to blame the wrong reason why. So I wanted to share this. People will come to you as a solo ad provider, which is one of my basic functions, and say, your leads complained, so therefore it's your fault. No, it's not the leads, not the people that opted into your list. Not at all. It's very rarely somebody will say, hey, I didn't opt into that list and you get dropped. No, because people and the autoresponder companies know that when somebody replies, I never signed up for this list. I mean, the fact is, people don't remember. And the autoresponder company has a record of when that person actually opted into the list, and they can provide proof of that. Unless you did a direct import, most companies won't do that, and you can get in trouble there for sure. But the biggest reason why most people are dropped by their autoresponders, there's really two key things. Number one, deceptive email practices. And that results in a lot of complaints from your list members. You've seen the emails come in the door that say, you just won $10,000, click here. That is very deceptive because no one's ever won that $10,000 that easily. And clicking there doesn't do anything but send them off to usually a solo ad order. Now, solo ad vendors, such as myself, although I don't do this, are guilty of this in a major way. They will do anything to get a click. They don't care about their customers' results. They just want to get the click because they're getting paid so much per click. And the more they hammer their list with offers, boom, 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 the less likely people are to click. So they got to keep buying in new leads. And so there's this constant pressure to generate clicks, and they get very deceptive. And you'll notice emails will go out that are like, from the bank of Wells Fargo Bank, click here to confirm your deposit. And you click there and it goes off to some business opportunity instead of Wells Fargo. And obviously the guys who click on those things typically are kind of weak-minded and shouldn't be clicking on them in the first place, but they usually get mad and they complain. Now, Google, Gmail, Yahoo, all these search engines that act as free email boxes kind of know this. And if you watched my last video, I talk about how they read the mail. They actually read your mail, so there's no privacy. So don't share anything top secret. They're going to find out. And they're going to see that you get $10,000, click here. They're going to see that over and over and over and over. And they're going to start flagging that email as spam, and there is a message that goes back to your autoresponder that this guy is sending or delivering spam emails, or at least emails that are similar to other people, or it's highly deceptive. There's grades of messages. So if it's highly deceptive, that means, okay, there was a promise for A, and the actual link takes them to Z. Big difference. You're going to get $10,000, click here, and you click there, and it asks for $50. That's deceptive marketing. That's what we call in the game tricky clicks. You trick your person into clicking. Well, those leads are never really good to begin with. So you get enough of those type of complaints, and your autoresponder will drop you, and properly so. The next thing that causes someone to get dropped, you could have very aggressive emails. As long as they are not overly deceptive. They can be blind, they can use certain words, they can do things as long as they're just a little unique from everyone else's and are in an autoresponder sequence. You usually do okay. But people will take those emails instead of plugging them into an autoresponder sequence and creating a flow of traffic going through the system every day, which is what I do. I don't send out a single broadcast to generate 15 to 20,000 clicks per day. None, zero. Because I have a flow of leads coming into my system and they go through my autoresponder sequence. And I have my own self-hosted system, which is different. And I have another video about doing that because it's not easy. But once you get established, it's cool. You just sit there and you make your own rules, and it's comes down to getting stuff in the inbox and not getting spam complaints, so you don't lose the viability of your investment into that funnel that you use to get email delivered to an inbox. But those people that do broadcasts, and again, there are two reasons why people do broadcasts. A big product launch, and they're trying to win a JV contest, so they'll do 5 broadcasts a day. And it's all about their ego. Yeah, I'm number one, blah, blah, blah. You know what? Great. The owner of that product gets a flush of money right away, and then it dies off. And you as an affiliate get a flush of money, and it dies off. And then you go to promote the next thing, and nothing happens because you wore your list out. Or because of all those emails being dumped on your autoresponder at one time. Autoresponders are designed to send out an email sequence. You start 1,000 people today, 50 of them get this email, 200 get this email, 300 get this email, 200 get that email. Different emails, and they trickle out during the course of the day. So let's say somebody opts in at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Their email will probably go out at 2 o'clock in the afternoon the next day, and 2 o'clock the next day. Where when you do a broadcast, all the emails get dumped onto the system all at one time. And that's when you're more likely to get caught by the filters that Gmail has and Yahoo has. Really all the email service providers have. And because if you were doing the same thing as everyone else, you're going to get a certain level of feedback. But if you get actual complaints because you're deceptive, it's another feedback. And then here is Aweber. They've got you on the same IP address, which is nothing more than a channel to deliver email, as 20 other people. And because you're dumping stuff on there and getting all these spam complaints, you're affecting their deliverability of these 19 other individuals. So what they're going to do is take a look at you and downgrade your service to a less effective channel, IP address. So then your deliverability starts to just go down, 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 down. And you don't want to get into managing, what we manage in the self-hosted servers. We're managing our IP, our sender reputation, our sender scores, dealing with issues, complaints, bounce stuff. You don't want to get into that if you're just trying to make some money online. What you want to do is you want to set up a sequence of emails across multiple different products. Like I say, I'll set my sequences up for 90 days, and I'll get an order on day 1 and day 90. Doesn't matter. There's more at first and fewer in the long run, but the fact is those products are all really good, and they're all relevant to the niche that person wanted to find information about. And I don't broadcast. So my emails are going out different copy, going to this guy and 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 this guy. So it all looks kind of like what an autoresponder is supposed to do. That's to set out content on a scheduled basis. Now, if you broadcast, you're going to get penalized, especially solo ad guys. Being in the solo ad business for a long time, I've been guilty of this, so I'm going to go ahead and share. I got to generate 500 clicks today. My first email goes out and I generate 250. Personally, right now, I deliver about 15,000 clicks a day. That's a lot. But let's say when I go back 5-6 years ago when I was starting out, and this 10 years ago in this business, 500 clicks seemed like a lot. And I would send out an email to 9,000 people and get 250 clicks. And I'd send out another one, same day. And each time you send out that email, you're dealing with complaints. Now, yeah, your autoresponder says send out unlimited emails because you're paying per list member. Yeah, but they don't want you to do that. In reality, what's going to happen is you're going to find that your list members get wore out and they opt out or they just ignore you quickly. Plus, the amalgamation and accumulation of complaints downgrades your status in your autoresponder system. So ultimately, the more you mail, the less effective you are at getting it inbox and getting clicks. Where in my system, the more I mail consistently every day in a sequence and letting it roll out, And I don't care about who wins the product launches and stuff like that. My ego is fine. I don't need to win any JV contest. Been there, done that. Big deal. I get the constant flow of clicks, constant flow of orders. So what I do with people, let's say my ClickBank products, is I'll say, I tell you what, I won't blast your product if you mail mine. I will take your product. If it's good product, I'll add your product into my sequence of emails. So you'll get orders continuously from me. Now, what this means is every list member has a longer lifespan in my sequence, okay? So he's there instead of, a month and then gets off, he's there for the whole 90-day period. And because we integrate some real good, cool content into there, they're excited to see it. They're more likely to buy. And since I only swap sequence mails with people with quality products that do buy it, they're happy. So think about that. I may not be getting a huge flush of money right now, but I'm getting a lot more throughout the course of the year because of the fact that I'm able to do it continuously. I'm not some 20-year-old kid looking to get notoriety by winning a JV contest. I did that in my 40s, and I found that every contest I won ended up costing me in the long run because it took away some of that juice that is the viability of my list. And I did lose autoresponder accounts. Use them the way they're designed. Play by the rules. It's okay to be single opt-in. Keep your email content unique. And don't ever appear desperate to your list members. Hope you take care. Thank you.